Welcome, New Tech parents, to our first informational podcast on how to access your students' grades in Echo. So if you are a parent of a New Tech student, we use Echo as our gradebook, and in Echo you can access all of their grades, you can see all of their assignments. All you need to do is contact us and we can get you set up. Now, the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to go to the Echo site. You could either know the URL, which we could email to you, but the easiest way to do it is just to go to Google and search for the words Echo and New Tech. Now, the first link that comes up is right there. This is our Echo portal. What you're going to need to do is put in your username and password. If you do not have a username and password, just contact us up here at the school. We can get you set up. Your username is most likely going to be your email address. So I'm going to put in my fictional email address for parent number 2, that's me today, and my password. Now, once you get into the Echo system, you'll see pretty much the same page that your student is going to see. It should have your name up here, and then if you look down here where it says My Courses, you should see their name. Our fictional student for today is Minnie Mouse, and we're going to pretend that that's my daughter. So when you see right here, your kids see the same thing. These are events at school and around the New Tech Network. There are groups that your student could join at our school. You can go up here to the Groups tab to search for those. You'll see some informational stuff from us at New Tech. If you go down here, if you had Gmail set up, you could probably access it, but this is more your student will have their Gmail account in their mailbox down there. So what you're probably primarily concerned with is the gradebook. So right here is your student schedule. Minnie is only enrolled in 3 classes here at New Tech. Your student will probably have more. And let's say I want to see the grades for these classes. You can click right here on Course Gradebook, and that will take me to the SciTech Foundations, which is her first period class. This is her grade right now, so she has an 86%. If you were in any other school and you looked in a gradebook, this would primarily be probably the only number that you see. What we do at New Tech is we try to give you more information than that and break down her performance into several different categories. So the first one is content knowledge, and it tells you that so far in this class there's been 2 activities that have assessed that. Content knowledge is your state curriculum. So this is a science class, so this is going to be science standards. She has a 92% in that right now. Then you have creativity and technology innovation. 2 activities have assessed that. She's not doing quite as well. She has a 78%. This is how they increase their ability to use technology to solve problems and thinking outside the box, that sort of thing, in their projects. Then we have oral communication. This is public speaking. Minnie is having some difficulties in that. Professional ethics is, how they work with their groups, whether they get things turned in on time, and 81%. And then written communication, your traditional writing skills, is 98%. So what we like to do this for is so that you look at this, you wonder why she has a B instead of an A. Well, she's doing very well in several different things, but really needs to work on oral communication and a couple of these other learner outcomes. Now, if you want to see the specific grades for her, you can go down here, and so far in this class there's only 3 assignments. The Scam School video, she has her grades right here, a 45 out of 50 for ethics, 30 out of 40 for creativity and innovation, 30 out of 30 for written communication, only a 25 out of 50 for oral communication, and a 55 out of 60 for content knowledge. So this tells you how she did on that assignment. You can see that not all of our assignments will cover every single learner outcome. This peer feedback checkpoint, this is primarily something that I'm guessing was done to assess how they worked with other members of their group. So that was professional ethics. It didn't really cover written communication, oral communication, etc., etc. What you will see, though, is as these assignments grow and this list gets bigger, you'll see that you get a pretty good general idea of how your student is doing in each category. If you want specifics on each assignment, you're more than welcome to click over here, and you will get a short description written by the teacher. And sometimes if they actually attach the assignment, you could actually open it up and see it for yourself if you wanted to. So that's her SciTech grade. If we want to check out some other grades, you can go click on the Home button. Takes you back to that main page, and I can go back into her schedule. So if I want to look at algebra, for example, you can see that now in algebra I have an 86%. Here's my learner outcomes. And for oral communication, I don't have a grade. And all that tells me is, since it's not a 0, that Minnie hasn't done anything wrong, she just hasn't been assessed in that yet. if I look down here at our assignments, you can see, again, 100 out of 100, very well on this. This one is outlined in yellow. That means that it was turned in late, and there's an X right there. She got a 6 out of 10 in professional ethics. This one right here, she was given a 0. Now, if it wasn't turned in, there would be a check right here in the incomplete column. So it looks like she turned this in but didn't get any points. She didn't do very well. And then up here, you have another strange situation. This T-chart assignment, there is no grade right there. That is no cause for panic. All that means is that the teacher hasn't put in a grade. It might still be in the process of being graded, or it might not be due. I could check on that if I wanted to by clicking on that assignment. And you can see that this assignment is due on Friday, September 23rd at 5 p.m. Well, the day that I'm making this is Friday, September 23rd, but it's only 2 o'clock. So Minnie has 3 hours left to finish this assignment, so that is why it's not graded. So as you're checking your student's gradebook, if you see assignments that do not have a grade, what you want to ask yourself is it a 0 or is it a blank? If it's a blank, it's not their fault. It hasn't been graded yet. It's just not in the grade book. If it's a 0, though, this is something that might be cause for concern. They can either try to do it over again, you can talk to the teacher, etc., etc. Now, there are some other tabs that you can see up here that as a parent you might have limited access to. So for example, if you click on the Activities tab, you will see that there is nothing shown. That's because no assignments have been assigned to you because you're a parent. If you just click on that, it's going to look like your student doesn't have anything to do. That is not the case. I recommend that you have them log in and look at their activities, and you will see that this gives them a list of things that they have to do. So that pretty much wraps it up for our Echo tutorial. Thank you very much. What do you think, man?